Welcome back, Gameyaaad family. Thank you again for joining us for another video. Now in this video we will be looking on the T20 squads for the tour of England as well as Ireland. In this series I expect it to be much more competitive for us. We did not do very well in the ODI series against England. Separate and apart from the second ODI in Cardiff. I think the first ODI we would have, given up 400 runs, and the third ODI we did not put enough runs on the board. I think we made 251 in the final ODI. Now, I've looked on the squad that would have been published by Cricket West Indies. And before I get into the squad, as you know, this series will be the first T20 series for our new Captain Shai Hope, right? And expect him to do well, even though in the region we are still grappling with that decision made by Cricket West Indies. I think from a personal perspective, I think Ravman Powell was doing well. Separate and apart from that those series we would have lost in 2024. But in terms of ICC ranking, we would have seen where we would have made stride in moving up in the table in 2024. So as I said, it will be Shai Hope's first series, and I wish him all the best at the helm of our T20 team. At the end of the day, we have our opinions, but at the end of the day, we are going to give our full support to the team, regardless of the decisions made by Cricket West Indies. The truth of the matter is you cannot please everybody. Sometimes some decisions just have to be made, right? Even though we are still not comfortable with the decision that would have been made as it relates to the T20 captain. All right, so I'm going to be looking on the squad that will play against England. As you know by now, the T20 series between West Indies and England, right, will get underway on June 6th, and that will run up to June 10, while the T20 series against Ireland will run from June 12 to June 15. As it relates to the T20 squad for England tour, Shai Hope will be captain, Johnson Charles, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimron Hetmyer, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, and Brandon King will be the vice captain, Evan Lewis, Uda Kishmoti, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Sherfian Rutherford, and Romario Shepherd. Alright, so looking on the squad, I think it's a very strong squad. Separate and apart from the fact that we are not seeing Puran, but when we would have read the press release by Cricket West Indies because of the extension of the Indian Premier League, you would have asked for rest for both series, right? If my memory serves me right, I think that Puran will be playing in the Major League in the USA. I think he's playing for MI New York, and that will get underway on June 12th. So I'm not sure if this statement is correct in its entirety, right? Because if he needed rest for both series, right, then I expect that he will be resting for that period of time where those two series would have been in play or in progress. Now looking on the squad, really happy to see Jason Holder back in the squad. Jason Holder haven't played T20 for us since February of last year. So it's good to see him back in the squad. And also we would have welcomed back Andre Russell. Andre Russell would have sustained an injury last year in Barbados when we would have had that series against England. So it's good to see those two experienced players back in the squad. And I think one of the things I would have seen with this squad, we have gone with only one out and out fast bowler, which is Alzarri Joseph. And I'm really not so flustered them leaving out Shamar Joseph and Jaden Seals. They have not been bowling well in white ball cricket, and I think they need to work on their game in that respect. Right, so them being left out of the squad is not neither here nor there for me. Even though I think that they have a lot to learn, but they would have gone with Matthew Ford as an all-rounder, Jason Holder, Romario Shepherd, and I also want to congratulate Romario Shepherd for winning the 2025 edition of the IPL. Good to see him back in the squad as well. And so West Indies would have gone with three, or four all-rounder: Matthew Ford, Jason Holder, Romario Shepherd, and Andre Russell, rather than those two out-and-out fast bowlers. Right. So in terms of the batters, we expect that Johnson Charles, Shimron Hetmyer, Brandon King, Sherfian Rutherford, Evan Lewis, Ravman Powell, and KO, they will be doing the bulk of the batting in this series, while the all-rounders Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Jason Holder, Romario Shepherd, and Andre Russell will come in at the back end of the innings. Now, as I said, this is a very well-balanced squad with mostly experienced players. In fact, mostly experienced players are in this squad. I haven't seen any younger players in this squad. So we expect more competition in this series, and I expect West Indies to win one or two of these T20 games as well. Alright, so we look forward to see how this series will unfold. Alright, let us jump on now to Ireland squad. The squad reads: Shea Hope as captain, Casey Carty, Johnson Charles, Matthew Ford, Jid Booley, Shimron Hetmyer, Jason Holder, Akil Hossain, Alzarri Joseph, Evan Lewis, Buddha Kishmoti, Ravman Powell, Sherfian Rutherford is the vice captain, and Romario Shepherd. Alright, so notable absent would be Andre Russell. As you know, Andre Russell will be playing in the Major League Cricket in the USA, and he will be representing the Los Angeles Knight Riders. So I suspect that is one of the reasons why he would be unavailable for the Ireland leg of the tour. Now the notable absent would be Ruston Chase. He will be joining the squad in Barbados for that camp. As you know, Ruston Chase would have been selected as our new test captain, so he will be preparing for that Frank Worrell Trophy against the mighty Australians. Right, so he will be absent for the Ireland tour. Brandon King also would be absent from this tour of Ireland. I suspect that Brandon King will be joining up with the squad in Barbados as well. I could be wrong, but that's what I suspect. Right, and so Casey Carty will be coming in. Jid Booley will be coming in. I'm really happy to see Jid Booley getting a call up. Alright, so it's very good to see that Jid Booley would have gotten a call up here to represent the West Indies at the senior level. right? As you know, he would have been one of the standout players in the inaugural Breakout League. He would have been part of the 2016 World Cup squad, under 19 that is, which represented the West Indies. So really happy to see that he would have been, selected for this tour, right? He replaced Ruston Chase on this tour, and also Casey Carty would have come in for Brandon King. So also leaving after the England tour, Darren Sammy and his assistant Floyd Reefer and Ravi Rampal will be leaving after the England tour, and they will join up for that camp in Barbados to prepare for the start of the 2025 to 2027 World Test Championship. So Ryan Griffiths will take over the team in Ireland. So all in all, I expect some wins, and as it relates to these T20 games, really think that the squads are very strong, especially the one that is scheduled to play against England. So we'll just have to wait and see how this series will unfold. Thank you so much for joining us here on Gameyaaad TV, and stay tuned for much more to come. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a great day.
Belo, 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 belo.